first off, a very big fight for Keith Thurman coming up. Just what does the opportunity against Marcos Maidana mean to you guys?
It means the world. I mean, this is his breakout fight.
Mm-hmm.
He does well in this fight. It opens up all the doors. We're excited about this one.
Now, could you just tell me a little bit about your history with Keith Thurman and what it's been like kind of working with him and seeing him kind of develop over time?
Well, I've known him since he was a little kid, like 9 or 10 years old. And his trainer at the time, Ben Getty, brought him in my gym when he was, let's see, he's probably been boxing in my gym since he was like 11 or 12.
Okay.
But he's been training steady in my gym since he was about 14 or 15.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
And, I was always helping him and his coach. I was kind of like the assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And ever then, 3 years ago, I took over.
Got you. And looking at Marcos Maidana, like, how do you kind of like assess him? Like, what strengths and weaknesses do you see in him?
Well, I see a real strong guy that comes forward winging punches.
Mm-hmm.
He's not real technical, not a lot of movement. He's not gifted with hand speed, although he's not slow. He's got pretty decent power at 140. I don't know how it's going to be at 47.
Right.
But I see a guy that, has had some major fights. But, I see us winning this fight, of course.
And what do you feel is going to be the key to you guys winning the fight?
Well, we're going to box him early. We're going to box him early, show him a little power, in between, and just see what he gives us.
Got you. And with Marcos Maidana, like he struggled at 147 against Devin Alexander. Does a fight like that, do you kind of study a fight like that, and does it kind of give you hope that maybe 147 isn't his division?
Well, I don't know. He may be strong, this fight with Keith, but I just see a guy that can be outboxed.
Okay.
He doesn't have good footwork. He doesn't have good balance. When he gets nailed, he kind of loses control and comes forward and winging punches.
Okay.
We're just going to box and give him angles and hit the body and, open up on him and see what happens.
Got you. And I was going to ask, Maidana, this is his first fight with trainer Robert Garcia. Do you feel that a trainer can add new wrinkles to a fighter into his career, or do you feel like it's kind of like you can't teach an old dog new tricks at this stage of their career?
He may implement a thing or two, but I think Madonna's going to be Madonna.
Right.
I think at this stage, as long as he's been a pro in as many fights as he had, he's not going to change his style completely.
Gotcha.
But he may add a thing or two.
Got you. And I was also going to take a look at some other things going on in the sport. I know people know you from your years of working with Winky Wright. Just curious about your thoughts on him. He announced his retirement recently. Just curious for your thoughts on that.
Oh, well, I really didn't want him to I really didn't want him to fight Kid Chocolate.
Right.
He wanted to test himself. He wanted to see where he was. So, I supported him, and we had the best training camp we could possibly have. But, at 40 years old, I think it's just a little late for most guys.
Got you. And do you feel like a prime Winky Wright would have been able to handle Chocolate?
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Because, he was telling me in between rounds that, he can see stuff. He just can't pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
And the prime guy would have given him more movement. His punch rate would have been up. He would have been a lot sharper.
Got you. And what have been throughout Winky's career, what have been some of like the most memorable moments for you guys?
Well, I mean, both Mosley fights and Tito fights and, Vargas fights and, of course, being in France for 6 years and having 20-something fights overseas. There were a lot of them, a lot of moments.
Wow. And did you happen to see the Manny Pacquiao-Timothy Bradley fight earlier this month?
Yeah, sure.
What did you think of the fight?
Well, I thought Pacquiao won the fight easily.
Mm-hmm.
He was the aggressor. He landed a lot more shots. I didn't think Bradley was effective. inside he looked like he got off balance a lot. He didn't have the power I thought he would have. But for me, Manny won that fight easily.
Got you. And do you think...
Everybody else...
Go ahead.
And everybody else thought the same thing.
Do you feel a rematch would be of interest, or do you feel like a fourth fight with Marquez might be coming next for Pacquiao?
I think he ought to fight Keith Thurman.
Yeah, okay. That's a good answer. That's a fair enough answer.
Keith Thurman after we get rid of Maidana.
Got you, man. Well, thanks a lot for your time. I'll be in touch, Dan, and good luck.
Sure, anytime.
All right. Bye.
All right, take care now. Bye.
Bye.